Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and well, it's sun's gone in. It's a bit gloomy and it's getting a bit cold, so I've put the heating on for a little bit because I was getting a little bit cold. Probably one of the reasons is because I was out in the yarn van sorting out and packing orders and sorting out more stuff to put in my Black Friday. And yeah, it's, when you're working, you don't really notice it, and then all of a sudden you think, oh, I'm really cold. So yeah, it just catches up with you all of a sudden. Joan's still wearing her cap. I just like it so much. We might have it on for a little while. She's got Fluffy on her head. Oh, so anyway, I cooked a chicken for today, only because we got it out, so I had to cook it, and I didn't remember that there were chicken legs in the fridge. So we had chicken legs, and now we've got chicken, so I feel like we're gonna have too much chicken, turn into one. But I've had a busy morning, and I got up really early, which was annoying because I went to bed really late. So, you know, that's really annoying. I didn't get a lot of sleep. But one thing I did find was a bit of a cobweb in here, and it was behind that internet thing that never works on the windowsill. And I thought, it's only there, you know. So it was probably one of those spindly daddy long legs things that, you know, they're like hair. And it's probably one of those, because I've not seen any evidence of spider activity in this room, and I spend a lot of time in here and I'm always on the look. So you know, I sprayed up anyway last night, so hopefully gone. So a couple more of Gary's Christmas presents arrived today, and I wrapped up quite a lot yesterday, and I found another present I forgot that I'd got for Tyler. But one of those lovely sacks can do that, because it's an irregular shaped thing. Well, I can tell you what it is. It's a giant, well, I say giant, but big, Sonic the Hedgehog plushie. So it can go in one of those sacks that I got a pack of, because, you know, there's no chance of, it's not in a box. I hate it when they give you half a box. You know what I mean? And I've got one for Gary that's really quite long, so it can't go in one of those things. It's just not the right shape for it. But there's half a box and the rest is all kind of exposed. It's not even kind of plastic over that bit. Are you meant to wrap stuff like that? I really, really hate those kind of packaging and boxes. Why do they bother? They just put it in a box with a picture on it. It's just, they do it to save money, I know, so they're only paying for half a box. But still, it's hard to wrap, and it's hard to even, you know, wrap securely. I'd like to disguise it, but not really much chance of it. Anyway, can't even find anything long enough to put it in. Maybe when things, you know, sort of, you start getting boxes and things arrive, something will come along and I'll think, perfect. But I don't really want him to see it, although he does kind of probably know about it, but hopefully long ago forgotten. Forgotten about it. Anyway, very sporty day today. There was the Formula 1 sprint race, there was a football on, and also rugby. So a bit of everything. And Gary does love England rugby. He doesn't really watch club rugby, but he does love it when England rugby's on. And last time I looked, we were beating Samoa, so that's not a bad thing. I haven't done any crochet, but then I haven't had any opportunity really, what with going out and you know, we had to empty out the bathroom completely, and Gary's dismantled every shelf. So I've got some toiletries in kind of everywhere, basically. There's some in the front room, there's some in the bedroom, there's some in here. Just put stuff wherever, really. The cleaning products and everything has to go out of there. So it's all been moved. It's in the way a bit really, but never mind. I'm going to go through it because I'm sure there's stuff in there that I'm not going to use. I know there is, in fact, you know, like when I was allergic to that shampoo, I won't be using that anymore. So that can go to a good home. But there's lots of stuff that I dare say we can throw away as well in there, you know. Yeah, so today as well, I did clear one thing out. I used to have like my mum many years ago. This is an antique, really. She bought it for me when I was probably in about 20, maybe 19 or 20. She bought me this vanity case. It's like a hard body one, which is why it's still good today. And people used to take them on planes, so they've got the kind of catches that are a bit like, they don't pop up, they just open. You've got to pull the things aside. It's a bit like, it's very hard wearing, and it is grey, and it's got all padded inside, so you can use it as a vanity case, jewellery box. It's got a mirror in there and everything. Well, it used to have lots and lots of nail varnishes in there, nail colours. And every now and then I think I'm going to get rid of all those. I never use them. I mean, the only thing I ever paint is my toenails. And I don't do that very often. Well, Gary usually does it. But he kind of does it like he's painting a fence, you know. And there's like all over your toe. Well, luckily it does come off after a while. And so you've just got a toenail that's done. But I don't tend to do that very often, especially not in the winter. And when it comes to fingernails, I don't tend to put anything on. But if I did, it would be gel, which I've got the packs of. So every time I think about getting rid of it, I look and I think that's still quite, you know, it's not gone gloopy or anything. It's all good. I'll give it to someone and I never get round to giving it away. So I just tipped them all in the bin. I just didn't care whether they were still good or not. They just all went in the bin, and I cleared that out so I can use it for something. Unfortunately, I've had things in there that have been glittery, and it is full of kind of glitter. Not full, you know, it's not like you open it up and there's like, whoa, there's a massive pile of glitter. I just mean there's a big lot of glitter, and I've tried to wipe that out, but it's not coming out. It's like, you know, when you've got a bit of glitter on your face and someone says, oh, you've got a bit of glitter on your face, you can never get it off. It's just like, you know, you can do this till the cows come home and you've still got a sparkly bit of glitter on your face. And yeah, so anyway, 20 million bits of glitter in the bottom of that vanity case, but at least it's clean. It's all cleared out, and I gave it a good spruce up. So I'm not sure what I'm going to put in there, but something can go in there. I don't know what. Anyway, so yeah, I've been busy getting stuff done, and ordered some more packaging. What it is, Gary bought me a box home from work, and it was I thought, wow, this is an ideal size. I have struggled to get the right size boxes because the size that you can get to send is bigger than you actually need. A medium-sized box is actually huge. So I ordered those at first, and they're just not massive, plus flimsy. So what I'm going to do is, when it is clear out there, I'm going to use them to store yarn in, and I'm just going to write what it is. So, you know, I'll put like King Cole, whatever on it. Not that there's a yarn called whatever, but you know what I mean. So that's what I'm going to do with them, because they're just not really fit for purpose. And then I bought some smaller ones that were double walled, and they're really, really heavy. And then I bought some single walled ones, and they're okay, but still a bit big. Anyway, I managed to find one that Gary gave me, and that fitted perfectly, and it was quite good. So I thought, right, I'm measuring that. And I looked on the website and got one that's similar in size to it. It's a little bit smaller, but I think that's fine. And yeah, so I've ordered those, and some more tape. Could go through rather a lot of that. I reinforced the corners, I reinforced the top, and I reinforced the bottom, and I reinforced the sides. So basically you get a box of tape, but you can still cut along the proper edges to open it. It's just very sturdy after I've finished with it, because, you know, sometimes the post service treat them so well. I had a box come today with Gary's presents in that looked like somebody had just packaged it, knocked at the drawer and given it to me. And then I've had others where it's been all ripped open, and so I'm just determined that's not going to happen to any of my boxes. You know, they're not going to arrive like that. So they're very reinforced when I send them. So consequently, I go for quite a lot of it. And also, I'm getting low on some accessories, so I've ordered some accessories. I haven't actually ordered it and paid for it yet, but I've been popping them in the basket. I've only got one yarn ball tape measure left, so this is what has spurred me on, and I've only got a couple of scissors. So yeah, I thought I'd better get an order going. So that's what I'm going to do next. So yeah, it's been a busy day, but a peaceful day, because I was all on my own, and just me and Fluffy, and the postman came and took some parcels. The rest have to go Monday because I couldn't get it all done in a day. It was just so difficult. Plus, you know, Gary always wants to drag me to the shops. Bless him. But I said no yesterday and got lots done. I just couldn't do it again. Plus, if you don't go to the shops, you don't spend any money. It's sort of simple, really. I mean, you can do it online, but my mum always used to say, don't go out. You won't spend any money at all. It's very true. It's very true. Well, actually, it's not at the minute, is it? Because there's so many Christmas presents coming through the mail. Let's have a look. We just have one last look at double Grogu, because the actual picture is yeah, much better double Grogu picture. So let's have a look and see. Ooh, it's actually getting quite into this book now. It's because I'm reading like a page a time, you know, otherwise it'd last forever. Well, just not a bad thing, is it? But look, we're quite a way in now. How many mums does it take to screw in a light bulb? They're too tired to screw. Can you just let them sleep? That sounds rude. I won't say which of my 4 kids I love the most, but I give extra points to the one who can carry a glass of wine across the living room to me without spilling a drop. One day, I'll look up from my phone and realise, wait, what was I saying? What? Vitamins and minerals are a good part of my baby's meal. The other part ends up on their shirt. Very true, that. I can't understand. You see, now, when mine were little, I had a multitude of bibs. And, yeah, even had those pelican ones that catch stuff that, you know, when they're learning to eat lumps, and they might think, it's a pea, I don't like that, and they pop it out and it goes in the pelican. So, yeah, lots and lots of bibs. But so many mums these days don't even use a bib. And I think, well, it just goes all over the clothes. You know, you can at least take the bib off and they're still clean. There really is a lack of bibs going on out there. It's really the topic of conversation, seriously. Oh dear. I tickled myself. What's a deep one? Must be all the asthma that I've had this past couple of days, thanks to that dry ice. God, that will kill me one of these days. When I used to go clubbing when I was a teenager, there's not so much clubbing as discos. We had discos. We didn't have those stupid clubs that were just like meat markets, you know. We didn't have those. We just had discos where everybody, you know, danced and, you know, looked cool. That's about it. Anyway, forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, as soon as they started belching out that dry ice, I'd end up with a real deep. I used to sort of think that, you know, I sound like a man when I wake up the next morning and it's like, hello. That's just what's happened to my voice. And that's exactly how it was. I sound like a geezer bird. But yeah, I didn't realise what it was back then. In fact, the allergy wasn't as bad back then. I didn't have such bad asthma and I didn't have such allergies as I've got now. And I do think sometimes it's when you abstain from something that you might be intolerant to or allergic to, and then you go back to it, it's like the symptoms are 25 million times worse than they were. And I think this is why my gluten allergy is so much worse now than it ever has been, because I go on the low carb diet and I don't eat gluten, and then when I do, it's like, whoa, hang on a minute, didn't used to affect me like that. But yeah, it's just weird, isn't it, really? We are a weird breed, that's for sure. Well, some of us are. Some of us weirder than others. So I've been thinking about getting on with my WIPs. I mean, I've been doing the Boggy Creek and I've been doing that on like a whip along. But you know, I started this thing. Oh, it's a long way over. You know, I started this. I actually brought this in. I got this from a couple of hobby crafts ago. This is just a granny. But I bought this, and yeah, I'll use this as well. Possibly. I should have maybe bought two. These were on a 3 for 2. Or a 3 for a 5 or something like that. And I possibly should have got more than one that colour. Cheers. I have a vanilla Coke. I did have tea, but for some reason I'm going through a phase of all my teas going cold. You know, being a bit distracted. Very annoying when you do that. I don't understand how you can let your tea keep going cold. You know, you just go through a phase of it. It's happened to you. It happens to me all the time. You know, I kind of, one minute I'm perfectly fine drinking my hot tea. Then all of a sudden I can't seem to get a cup down me that isn't cold. Or it doesn't need nuking. Because I have my tea black, I can nuke it and it's not too bad. If it had milk in it, I wouldn't be doing that because it used to taste a bit weird. But, you know, don't waste the tea. Having said that, guys, I've got some sad news. And it does seem as though toast and jam tea has been discontinued. Now, Tracy did actually message me a little while ago, Tracy Fletcher, saying, oh, they've discontinued it. But previous to that, I almost bought a batch. And I thought, oh, maybe it's just harder to get. But no, all of those have gone. And the shops don't have it. So, yeah, I possibly will not get any more of that. I, myself, have a lot of boxes of it. But it's out of date. And I Googled it. Because I bought loads and I didn't sell it for ages. And then when I wanted to sell it, it was out of date, so I bought new. But I Googled whether you can use it out of date, because it's tea after all, which does last a long time. And it says that it's perfectly safe to drink, but it just might not taste as strong, like the flavour. But I had one and it tastes exactly the same because it's in that silver foil, like, and it's not open. The ones I had in my caddy taste just the same. So I think it has to be a very, very, very long out of date before the flavour would kind of wane, if you like. But so it's perfectly safe to drink. So I shall have toast and jam tea for quite a few years still, I think. Excuse me. Because, you know, I won't sell it because it's out of date. So it'll have to be my own personal consumption. And I don't drink that often. I drink biscuit tea more often. If they discontinue that, I will hunt them down. Just saying, you know, that is a no-no. They discontinue that, they're going to have some angry me to contend with. But hopefully they won't. Can't believe that they did that one, to be honest with you. They've brought out a new flavour, but it's nowhere near as nice as the toast and jam. It's okay. So people that I've sent it to tended to like it. But my own personal preference, toast and jam was better. So yeah, that is very sad. And yeah, I don't know, these companies, they just don't realise, do they, when that people like a product. I suppose it wasn't as good a seller as the biscuit tea, but none of them are. You know, that's the favourite. But still, still annoying. It's like when they just continue your favourite yarn, isn't it? I'm just not on. So anyway, I'm going to get off and upload my video. I also have one that I filmed earlier that I need to put on, but that will be yesterday for you guys. That will be yesterday. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye for now.